Hey guys, this is Genesis, the original support. Today I've got a video for you about jungling, and the champion is Warwick. Warwick was actually pretty strong when the original summon of the was rolled out. And then he got smacked with the nerf bat really hard. But he's still a valuable champion. He's still something that you should want to have in your champion pool. Thing is, you may not want to take him as your jungling champion every time you're called on to jungle by your team. And there are several reasons for this. He doesn't have a lot of gank pressure before level 6. He does not scale quite as nicely as some other jungle champs do. And he's very mana dependent. Some pros for him, though: if he gets a lockdown with infinite duress, his ult, he's basically going to guarantee a kill if he can help one of his laners get a pick. So there's that. His sustain in the jungle it's so godlike, it's almost stupid. And he's also one of the few champions where he can take the dragon and the baron by himself while the rest of his team runs interference against the enemy team. A few things about the jungle. Before you make a gank, you'll definitely want to hit your raptor camp and smite the large raptor for buff. Couple of other things. Warwick is really mana dependent, so you want to make sure that you can get your blue buff secured, or if you're an adventuresome sort of werewolf, you may want to go across the river and try to steal away the enemy's blue buff. One thing about Warwick, by the way, if you happen to face Warwick, you can really set back his progress by taking away the enemy's blue buff. Both the Krugs and the Gromp are useful camps to use your smite on. Okay. And typically, if you've cleared your jungle, you should probably just go back and get a jungle item upgrade. For Warwick, I tend to go with Skirmisher's Saber. True damage is going to hurt a lot. I don't think I want to go for that quite yet. Get some boots. Make sure that you take... It's not going to be health pots that you want for Warwick, but you'll want mana pots, because you're not always going to have the blue buff. Let's see. If Warwick got help from like his mid laner or his bot laner, or if there's a lane swap on his top laner and the support, he could probably take the dragon early at, say, level 4. I'm not quite that adventuresome since I have no backup. I have seen it done. So, it's like, you're the AD carry, the enemy team has a Warwick, and then all of a sudden, the enemy AD carry starts out trading you, and you're like, what the crap? Oh gosh, they took the first dragon already. So, one thing that you probably want to avoid doing as Warwick is spending too much time on the Scuttle Crab camp. But as a general rule, for junglers, they should try and take that camp as often as they can. It's an easy 50 gold, and with an upgraded jungle item, it's an extra like 25 to 50 gold. So definitely try and cash in on that whenever you can. I smited too early. If this were like a contested dragon, I would probably be regretting that early smite. So that's one thing that I actually had to work on to learn in this new season, was how to keep track of this number right here, and then measure that against, say, the health indicators for the large jungle critters, particularly the dragon and the baron. One thing I will tell you is that I've been able to steal the dragon and the baron, actually, from junglers and teams that weren't really careful about their smiting. So you want to be careful with that sort of thing. Don't panic, but try and pair up your smite with another ability. In Warwick's case, it's going to be Hungering Strike. So yeah, try and do that if you can when working on these neutral objectives. Okay, at this point I'd be looking to make a gank since I now have infinite duress. But probably not quite yet. I'd need to get my blue buff first. And even then, gank is still a dicey proposition. Whoop. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Putting a Magus enchantment on a jungle item is a really expensive upgrade, but if you're someone who deals on hit effects like Warwick, it's going to help a lot. You don't always need to go by the recommended jungler item. In my case, I'm ignoring the recommendation to take Devourer with, what is it? Oh, yeah. I'm ignoring the Devourer enchantment. I feel like it's not something that I would need, but it's. The upgrade on your jungle item is going to depend in large part on what you want to do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go back. So a few things about Warwick. He's a decent jungler. If you're running a pick-oriented team composition, and if everybody is kind of on the ball with warding and such, but Warwick is not. He's not the kind of champion that's going to shred through team compositions unless he gets incredibly fed. And he's a single target focus, which hurts. It kind of hurts his usefulness with a lot of other team compositions. A team fight comp is actually going to suffer with Warwick because he can only lock down one target, and the whole time that he's locking them down, his ult can be interrupted. He can be stunned. He can be suppressed. He can be rooted, and then just blown up. So the team fight is actually going to go against you if the enemy team is on the ball. He doesn't do too badly with split pushing, but the rest of the team has to be able to allow Warwick to split push, and if they can't do that, then the strategy is just going to fall apart. Pick comps, you have to have vision. You have to be grouped up in the right spot with the right champs in order to get the picks on enemy champions, and then you've got to quickly rush towards objectives. And if you can't do that, then that strategy falls apart as well. So you've got to be careful with Warwick, and you have to have strong laners that can hold their lanes. They have to go even, or they have to win their lanes, and they have to win them solidly in order for Warwick to be a really viable pick. Otherwise, you're better off picking another jungler. Having said that, he brings a lot to a team composition. He can solo neutral objectives. He can quickly take down turrets once he scales into the mid and late game. He can quickly shred the health bars of any single champion that he locks onto. If you have any questions or requests or comments, please like and subscribe to Genesis and YouTube. Check out the other videos that I've got, and have a great day. Thank you very much.